post is tenfold when you're also adding sex, because obviously people are very anti-sex in the world that we live in. But I think that like you can dehumanize someone you see in a fucking commercial. Like we don't realize that the people in the commercials are fucking people, right? We're just like, oh, this commercial's so annoying. I wish that Hulu would skip this. Or when people don't watch ads, right? Because they're like, I don't need to watch these fucking ads, but that's like the way that you make money. Like I think that there are little things that like prove that we dehumanize media. And so when you're dehumanizing women and you're seeing them, but also you're taking away human, and then you're pushing up sexual object, that is like a harm.
So I think that we can have on its own a conversation about dehumanization, but I think that's just kind of like an unavoidable aspect of humanity that has to do with like the locality of a thing. When people are close to us, when we interact with them, like we see them as human, the farther away from us they are, the less human we tend to see them. So the person that's talking shit on Twitter, it's very easy to blow them up and tell them to kill themselves and attack themselves. Our siblings, much harder so, right? I think that's, or, you know, the people we play games with, we might be able to shit on them more rather than playing games next to our friends. Probably not. It's unfortunate, we shouldn't do that, but I don't think it's unique to sex work, and I think that that's always going to be like a thing that people that work have to deal with.
It's unique to sex work and like in-person sex work. So like in-person sex work, I think
we're not talking, that's a totally different thing. We're not at that yet. We're just talking about like OnlyFans right now.
Okay, so with OnlyFans also, I think that access to like vast porn also, and like any flavor of porn also like undeniably does something to like the human psyche. I mean, this is like hard to study because it's hard to study shit like this in general, because it's more of like a social contagion thing and everything's gonna, you know, hit different
points.
It's
not even hard to study. I'm pretty sure there's been at least one big study that shows that repeated porn hits, I think, impacts like your
basically what it says, that study says that they can like guess, but there's nothing that like we can't quantify it, right? There's not like percentages.
But I mean, like we can probably both agree that there's a harm that's incurred by somebody getting more and more obsessed with pornography, right?
Yeah, so these people who are obsessed with pornography.
Yeah, the thing I was saying before that's important is that like that can be, we can overindulge in any of the niceties or easy things provided by society. It could be video games, could be sugar, it could be
so I'm not moralizing around sex work. I'm not making like a moral argument. I think that someone can have sex with 200 people and it's fine. But I'm saying that so there's a bunch of things mixed together which makes this like especially heinous for women. Well, also for men. I want to acknowledge also for men, but especially heinous for women in the way that like this is something like for one thing, we're being confined into this only value is sexual accessibility, and then also there's this other thing on top of that that is you know, the way that we have so much access to porn and the way that you're just seeing all these faces all day, all these vaginas all day. And it's like the top 5% most beautiful vaginas, right? Like that's an unrealistic expectation. And then, you know, another thing that is the violence aspect and the escalation of porn and how that escalation translates into the real world. Like I was talking to Brittany about earlier, being that like, obviously because, you know, 60% or 50 to 60% of men find themselves escalating porn. And then, you know, like I said, the algorithm favors violent porn, and most of sex is like degradation or violence against women. So much so now that this is desensitizing us because we start watching it at like 11.
Okay, wait. So let's just a couple things. First of all, there's no way that over 51% of porn is like violence against women. I don't think that. I think that those categories.
No, it's 40% of porn that is violence against women.
When you say violence against women, what does that mean?
So this is like facial abuse. This is like rape fantasy. This is like you know, power dynamic. This is like incest.
Okay, power dynamic and incest are way different than like hardcore, like smacking or slapping or hitting or pain.
No, sure.
Also, most rape fantasies come from women as well.
That's
so
not relevant, but still.
Well, I would argue that that's not because it's not ontologically true that women want to be raped. It is just also like a desensitized to that sort of behavior, which I think is also harmful because now we have men that think that women want to be raped.
So I think so real quick, let's okay, so I'm gonna take a step back and then tell me if I'm like seeing part of the picture here. Okay, so we exist in a society that tends to value women for certain things that's kind of shitty. One of those things we value women for is the way that they look or the sexual value that we can extract from them, willing or otherwise. When women participate in a system of pornography, they're doing a couple things. One, they're reinforcing that idea that this is how women are meant to be consumed. Two, they're participating in an industry where people are going to start consuming it and consume more and more and more and more and more and get worse. So not only are they kind of reinforcing like the bad social norms, they're making them even worse by participating in that system. Do you think that's fair?
I think they're complacent in it. I don't know if they are making it worse. I think that it is getting worse.
Sure.
But
Okay.
yeah.
So let's assume all of that is true. I feel like this can be true for a lot of different industries, but I think that the issue is how do we fix that, or what are the prescriptions that we're making for society? Like, what do we need to change with the way that we act? I think that if people want to participate in certain forms of these systems, especially in ways that aren't directly abusive or harmful to them, you can argue there's an indirect harm by being complacent. But by telling these people that these systems are
She
bad,
fucking went on the food. She got food on the tabletop.
I feel like that's a tall order to place on somebody.
Only two things she would have done
People would
that
argue
warrants
like,
that.
you know, toxic masculinity is a thing.
Literally
Everybody's to
biting one of my
enforce
mom's
this.
plants and
Therefore,
breaking it
boxers are
right now.
immoral, or UFC or MMA guys.
Or
immoral, and you guys should
going
quit
on
because
side
you're
of the-
furthering that.
going in,
I feel like we can take a step back and say, okay,
Well,
You
it's
can
not
see
we
it
about
on the table.
morals.
well, it is about morals. We can take a step
Normally
back.
he'll
it's
just
not.
send
It's
her
about like
outside
a
and
net
leave
negative
her
or
for a bit.
positive to society and the people it's harming.
Yeah, but when we say harm or negative or positive to
if
society,
she
we're talking
ended
about
up,
ethics, right? These are moral conversations, right?
Ended up being
think
plants,
morality
and she's
and
gonna get locked in the office for a little bit.
If we're using them as the
Okay,
same.
sure. I would say
colloquial.
morality and ethics are the exact same thing. Is what I would say.
She.
Yeah, you wouldn't tell
Where?
like every
Like,
boxer,
she's not
UFC
dumb.
fighter, MMA fighter, like you guys need to quit. You're all part of.
She's
the
a little
problem of toxic
ditzy,
masculinity.
not dumb.
I think we try to work on the other end to kind of like alleviate problems in
She's
society or fix expectations or
A little
whatever.
ditzy,
While
definitely not
recognizing
dumb.
that there could be a future where everybody's perfectly equal, but women still like do sex work or whatever. They still sell OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, I think that can totally be true. And the problem is not porn.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the unregulation of porn. Like I said, I think that there can be things like we've been trying to do porn, and we've been drawing porn for like centuries. I even think that we should go back to like a Playboy-esque thing where it's like, you know, still images and stuff, and you can like buy, and those women get money, and it's like, you know, they're under a sort of like sort of like a union, and where they're being taken care of. But I think that the way that it stands today with just like porn is like, it's out of control. It's like the amount of porn that's the problem.
Yeah,
mostly.
I understand. I'll just repeat again.
And the
I don't
violence
think that
of the
this is.
porn.
I don't think this has anything to do with porn. I think it has everything to do with societally. We just we're realizing as we enter this kind of new age that we have infinite like somebody in my chat used a really good word for this, anachronism, evolutionary something, but basically we can trigger our reward systems as humans better than we ever could in the history of all of mankind. And like I would argue that here's something that I would argue. I would say that like Reddit and Twitter are more destructive for society than porn, just because I didn't realize this until maybe like 6 months ago.
They have porn on Twitter.
What?
They have
True.
porn on Twitter.
No, I'm not talking about porn on
true.
Twitter. I'm talking about people that will literally get on their phones and browse Reddit or TikTok for like 8 hours.
Looking for porn.
No, not looking for porn, looking for dopamine hits, looking for funny 30-second memes from one to the next, 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 to the next. And people do that 8 hours a day, 30 days a month, 365 days a year. Like literally, it's unreal how much screen time people are on. I would argue things like this are even worse than our engagement with porn. So I think we have problems in society around porn, but it's not because of porn. We're just really bad at triggering these dopamine responses in everything we engage in. And I think that's what we need to
Would
focus
agree
on.
with you on that, but I think that the way that we fix that is by regulating and you know, doubling down on like fixing things like porn. Like I think we make little wins, right? Like
Sure,
I don't think that we're just
we
like
go for little
fuck
wins,
it.
but
We just have to deal with it.
I think that our issues are, and this is, I'm always critical of Nick or communists or whatever when they talk about like, you know, in society we've got all these bad things happening and people don't know what they're doing and everybody's lost, blah blah blah. People want to like change, or they want to blame like a loss of morality or religion or whatever bullshit, you know, whatever your pet project happens to be, you know, also explains all of society's problems. I think the real issue is we have a really difficult time as humans engaging responsibly with technology that can give us more pleasure today than ever in all of human history. And we
I
just,
agree with you.
Yeah, we don't have the ability to engage responsibly with it right now. And just giving everybody unfettered access to it doesn't seem to be an effective way of like having a society function.
I would agree with you on all those things, and I don't think that that makes my my worries about sex any less serious. And also, you know, I think that advocates that are like, you know, saying things like we have like TikTok is ruining brains. I think that there can totally be advocates and they can be right about all those things. It's not that I'm negating all those things. It's not that I don't think that those things don't exist. I think I'm specifically focusing on this is because I was a victim of this. So I don't think that this is like the only like very unique in that this is the only thing, but also I have been like a victim of this, so it's on the top of my brain. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
But I think there are obviously bigger problems with society, but I think that, we can't as humans do everything all at once, so we need certain people to focus on certain things, and so we can all change all of these things, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I just don't like it when like the victims of said system kind of are like the ones that end up like getting most of the criticism. Is kind of my irritation. So like if we really wanted to criticize like the porn industry or like the OnlyFans models and shit, then truly, like I think you kind of have to look at like, well, where's the money coming from? And that's all the men that partake in it. It feels shitty to target the women that are arguably victims of the system. We're going to say anything else versus like the men that all participate.
Sure, but like I said, women can also become complacent. I think that there's personal responsibility. I don't think we should infantilize women. I think that especially if we give women the information, being like, this is like a net negative, they can probably make a choice for themselves if they're given the information. And there's only so much we can tell men when women are still giving it. So you can be like, don't look at porn bad, but the porn still exists. Like in our utopian pipe dream, we can tell men not to rape and do things, but they're still gonna fucking do it. So even your stealthing argument, I brought this up earlier, like your stealthing argument that we tell women that they have some sort of responsibility in this, even though it's not most of it, right? Mm-hmm. They still have some sort of responsibility in that they can be complacent by like not setting boundaries. And so to avoid that, we say, okay, do not engage in this anymore.
Yeah, the only difference though is that here you're talking about a person basically incurring kind of a personal harm for societal hypothetical good. Like you're telling a woman who otherwise maybe could make a lot of money, no, you're not allowed to do that because it might be hurting society.
Well, I think it's a cost risk thing also, because I think that, if the risk was much less and the cost was great, if you can like do what I do, make the money I can, but then also stay like completely anonymous, great for that person personally. I still think that obviously there's underpinnings to that are like patriarchal and sexual objectification of women, but I also think that the sex worker is safer that way because of the way that society treats sex workers.
Potentially, although that's changed a bit, but
yeah, definitely, it definitely has changed.
You saying?
What's going on?
I want to hear more racism. I want to hear more anti-Semitism.
That's my girl.
I'm bored. I'm bored agreeing with Destiny about everything.
All right, can I talk?
Define racism. Yeah.
That's where I come in.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. What about the Jews? What about
do the racism? I don't think that's a good way to do it. But okay.
What do you guys want to know about the Jews? What do you guys want to know about the porn industry?
Wait. Okay. We have other people that can actually do racism. But let's see. Ooh, what's happening there? It's like cutting out quite a bit. Well, we did add 2 other people. Douglas, you want to come on camera?
Oh, not at the moment, no.
What the hell, man? Every time.
It triggers the fuck out of you. Yeah, I know.
It really triggers me.
You love my rugged Jake.
Men are so insecure. Yeah. It's so embarrassing.
Not embarrassing. Yeah, okay, daddy issues.
I actually have no daddy issues. What I have is mommy issues, which are
no,
far more insidious.
You're fucking predicting, but okay.
I literally let you have a win and you like
Babe, are you listening to this thing?
Yeah, Destiny's been so he's excited. I mean, what was it that you even wanted to talk to her about before? Did you guys already get it out of your system?
Just about the house stuff.
No,
that's fine.
House stuff.
You're right near.
Wait, the
right near me.
stuff. Wait, tell me about the house stuff.
Well, just that we were talking about earlier.
I'll give you shit for it,
Destiny
but that's
thinks that. Well, I don't even know.
But you
what
hate
it
me,
fucking
so it's like, what's new?
Let me go back in our.
Is you think that renting is better than buying or something? Was that it?
No, it had to. It was pertaining to like sex workers and income. Let's see. Yeah, I fucking forget, but it was retarded anyway.
Well, tell them about your renting versus buying, Destiny. Tell them why renting is better than buying.
I've already gone over this. I don't want to argue with politically dogmatic people who don't understand finance and just want to obsess over owning a house about finance, okay? That sounds like the most agonizing fucking conversation in the world to me.
Yeah, I know, you get through it. But I like seeing you trigger.
Run
You've
away.
been like checked out.
Generally, like it's better. It's usually better financially for you to rent, unless you know you're gonna be in a place for a long time, than like buying a house. At least like you gotta be in a place like for at least 5 years. But really
Oh, come on, bro. You don't want to argue socialist utopias for like the 12 millionth time in a row?
well, no, because
Range
alt-righters
5.
fixate on this shit too. Because apparently, fucking Charles Schwab or some dude said something about like, oh, you'll own nothing and rent
Run
everything and
away.
be happy or something like that. And now everybody gets obsessed over that about how it's like the globalist agenda to take everything from the people or some dumb shit.
The
What are you-
Jews.
what-
The
what
Jews
are
are
you-
taking it from the people.
Okay, but the
Oh yeah,
people
I mean
really
they have
Absolutely.
they have a role in that for sure. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that whole like Great Reset thing, Stephen? Like the
It's just
whole,
bullshit.
Run away.
Wait, I
what
feel
is what is bullshit? Like
Like
people
everything
react
is
to it,
bullshit.
or,
Like they're obviously like the world is always like reorganizing every so many decades around like different types of principles
Yeah.
and everything. Like that's just always going to be a thing that's happening. Like I think one of the things I got a
Range
huge
five.
email once from this Econ dude, so I'm going to butcher the fuck out of this. But I think one of the things that people are worried about going forward
Range five.
is there's going to be a change in the way the Western world works, where a couple of the default assumptions we've
Which
had
way?
are starting to change. One is infinite population growth. That's something that we've seen taper off a lot in the Western world. Two is dealing with aging demographics. That
Range
presents a
five.
lot of unique challenges. Even in countries like China, that could be a unique
Range
challenge.
5.
And three, this idea that like the energy markets are always going to look the way they are. They're going to continue to use oil forever, and that doesn't be fine. That as these structures start to change, like society needs to be ready for those changes and not get like
Which
taken
way?
advantage of. Like, oh shit, like everything is fucked now. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a really bad place. So
Range
that's like a
5.
conversation that a lot of wealthy people talk about. Sometimes, like, what does the future world look like that in a sustainable way? Which I think is a fair conversation.
Run away.
Mio, you were gonna say something too, and then Douglas, who's not on camera, rudely cut you off. I'm so
Range
sorry about
five.
that, Mio.
Which way?
We'll never have to again.
Yeah, I'm curious. Destiny, what's going on with you, man? Why are you just tired lately? Is it the past few months or the past year or so?
Dude, I think the past like 6 months past 3 months probably been like the best content I think I've ever had.
What? You've been like not even. I don't know. You seem like you're just trying not to get banned from everything.
You have not been watching any of my stuff. I would say
Like-
that
Yeah,
I would say probably the past like 3 months probably the best like content I've done in my entire life. I think.
I don't know. I
Destiny.
mean, like,
When are you gonna stream on Cozy?
Yeah.
Yeah, good question. I just set that up. Past week has been rough. Okay, but probably about a week. I still need to watch that Matt Walt documentary.
What happened? The past week's been rough. What happened? You had the best content of your.
Yeah,
Seen
but the
what
past
the
few
woman has?
months.
Here's
Okay.
what's interesting.
Range 5.
Here's the thing about that, Destiny, is you, when you first talked about it, agreed to come on and stuff, you mentioned like having call-ins with the Groypers, like debates with random people
Yeah,
and
it'd be
stuff
fun
like
too,
that.
yeah.
They're really interested in that. I hear about that all the time.
Yeah.
When's Destiny gonna stream? When are you gonna talk to him about it?
It'd
Range
be fun.
5.
This is me talking to you. Stream on Cozy. It'll be fun.
Yeah, make sure you mod Tenrio, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Look, if
Yeah.
you're just based content creator right now, there's a whole bunch of it waiting right there for you.
yeah, I've been watching your stuff a lot, like in the last year. It seems like recently you're trying to do
Range
more
5.
like call-in type stuff.
I'm I tried to break out of all the super toxic like Twitch bullshit and Vosh and everything I was in before. I think I've done a good job of that over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't know. Your shit is like really funny. Like
Thanks, I try to
the
be.
one you do with Haas, the Gavin McInnes one, that was pretty funny. Where you like punched the mic. I don't know. That shit just had me rolling. But
Yeah.
I'm curious, would you say that your views have changed, or just you've decided to get like edgier about it, or what? Like, what would you attribute that to?
Well, I'm probably a little edgier now because I'm a very edgy person, but on Twitch you have to be very careful. Not 100% YouTube I can be a bit more edgier. But no, I think my
Okay.
views are largely.
I feel like even on Twitter, your takes are getting stranger, to say the least.
A little
Yeah,
but-
bombastic.
Twitter, sorry, on Twitter.
No, I think I've always been pretty wild on Twitter. It is what it is.
yeah, Twitter is not like the most highbrow place of like serious discussions. I mean, it's kind of built for it.
Yeah, but the post physiognomy, the post physiognomy. is cool.
Fuck, which one was that? Did I make a Nazi meme and not even realize it? Which one was this?
I don't think it's like a Nat sock meme per se, but it's still kind of like
Yeah.
one of those, like it's like a post physique. It's just like a slightly.
Yeah, you're.
Twitter is fucking gay. You are telling me this for the first time.
So
Range
what
five.
physiognomy is like? You can tell what someone's character is by like the look of them and their face and stuff. So it's like your physiognomy based on your Twitter posting. And it's
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Steven, you haven't watched What is a Woman yet?
No, I need to though.
It's been months.
Yeah, I know, but got burned out hard on the trans Discord. And that watch is easily one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever like seen before. So I know it's gonna be painful as fuck watching this documentary.
It's very. I was Catholic after it. Actually, I've actually converted. I think it's good. I think he. I don't know. It's bad, but it's good. You know
The
what I mean?
clips I've seen look kind of not great content-wise.
Yeah.
Kind of boomer tier.
Dude,
content.
it is like a Facebook movie. It is like
I
so.
mean, like I think
like,
his shit is like he is like a Facebook guy. I think that's where like most of his shit comes from.
yeah,
'Cause
it's
anytime
very cringe.
I log onto my Facebook, I see like ads by the Daily Wire for his shit like all the time. It's insane.
Yeah.
Is he like with the TP USA crowd? Is he like that tier? 'Cause I just see his name. I just kind of lump him in with like all the other fucking normie cons.
Yeah, kind of. They're allowed to be based about some things, and so it's like it's kind of keck for people like us, but almost like in an ironic way because it's like a boomer thing. It's like let's go Brandon, like we say it ironically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's just like the fucking normie con shit.
Right.
But
So Destiny, I saw you talking to a what is like this Andrew Tate type of guy the other day, and you were
Sneeko.
You were kind of going off on him. You were like spitting straight facts the whole time for like an hour straight. It was crazy. I never heard you talk like that. I didn't know you had views like that or you believe that. And I'm curious like how you reconcile that with your lifestyle.
well, I don't know if that was views. I think he was just like trying to like argue on the
From
same
that guy's position. Or
yeah.
I mean, I think it's complicated. I think there are a lot of positive things that you can take. I mean, I went to Catholic school for 12 years, so obviously I remember a lot of what I learned. Yeah,
It's kind of sexy.
Yeah, thanks. At all boys high school was like super fun. Actually, honestly, it sounds crazy to anybody that never went there, but I would never take it back for anything. Going to high school with girls, honest to God, sounds like the worst fucking experience in the world. I'm so glad I went to an all boys high school. Holy shit.
Damn, I'm seriously jealous of that, honestly.
All right, I'm learning new lore.
Yeah.
Dude, what happens is the girls all dress like they naturally do this. They dress as provocatively as they can.
They ontologically do this.
They wear perfume and whatever.
Women are ontologically
This is what they do, okay? This is what it's like going to high school. Is they're all trying to get your attention with smells, with looks, with little mini skirts, and now it's yoga pants, whatever they get away with. And you're
You don't want them to do that?
You're supposed to be there to learn things.
Do you like it or not? Are you gay?
No, I like it, but not where I'm supposed to learn it.
It sounds like you don't like it.
Mio, do you like?
I don't like that.
Do you like it when high school girls
gay,
walk
he's just
around
not a
in
fucking
shorts?
degenerate.
Yeah, real.
Degeneracy is liking
there's a
women.
place for that, maybe.
Degeneracy is heterosexuality.
Nah, I fucking hate women actually.
There's something inherently homoerotic about misogyny.
Women be like, we should be able to be naked in schools when you're trying to learn.
Yeah.
Literally true.
Deadass, they would say that.
No, I think
This
that's
one
also
would.
retarded.
Only
No,
if
I
she gets paid
wouldn't. I would never say shit
Only-
like that.
Only if she gets paid for it, though.
No, I think that modesty is great. I think that modesty is.
Of course you do. Of course you
is
do.
great.
I mean, you got to keep in mind the only reason like why this stuff works is because both sides reinforce it, right? Can you at least take that gender responsibility? Like women wouldn't dress like that if men didn't love the fuck out of it.
Yeah, no, I mean that's true, and again, that's something that like we call to men to stop being like that. Like that's why that's why.
How do you do that?
Things like liking girls is gay is because that whole mindset is like is wrong. It's wrong. It's like a simp mindset. It's honestly a gay mindset to just be like constantly chasing pussy your whole life.
You're so right. That's gay.
That is gay. It is.
That
gay.
is gay.
It's gay.
Oh my god.
And Wurzelroot kind of made a certain comments on this. Like, I think Desi, in your Alex debate, you were saying, you're trying to get them to be in these like wholesome girls, but you are, I don't know, degrading them with the AOC stuff. And Wurzel actually, why did he leave? What is somebody get Wurzel back in here? But he said the exact same thing, basically, that you're trying to get these women to not be whores online, yet there's no win for them to do that because the only people that are getting attention are the whores, and so they're just driven to do that. I don't know. There's a little bit of a mix of two. I wish Wurzel was here to freaking say. I'm gonna go get him. Hold on.
Yep, and that's everyone's problem. That's women being complacent and loving it because they benefit, and that's men loving it because they benefit sexually. It's a whole
I think-
screwed up
I
system.
think
This
we
is why
should-
we should all go to church.
I think we
Yeah,
should
just-
set it up so that they win by not going to jail for dressing like prostitutes. I think that's how they should win.
Wait, what? What was that?
What?
What?
We should make it should be illegal to dress like that in public.
That's so true. That would go over real well.
Okay, yeah, good luck with that. But, all right.
Actually, I think
I'd vote
making
for
a
it.
making it a fine, I think, would be better. Just a very steep fine, because then you don't have to pay to have them in jail.
You're right. That's like, that's not sexism, like whatsoever. It's actually super based.
What do
Hey,
you
I mean, guys wearing miniskirts should be arrested too. Probably more often than women, frankly.
Based.
It should be more of an offense.
And cat ears too. No cat ears.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait, what do you think about the porn on Twitter, Destiny?
I don't care. What it's allowed on Twitter, right?
What about like tranny porn?
What if they want to post
Do you think
porn?
it
They
makes
can
you
post
gay if you are like watching
what?
tranny porn? Do you think it makes you gay to watch tranny porn? Do you think it's a kink?
I think that once you've got like trans people involved, asking like, is it gay or whatever, it's kind of a meaningless question. You need probably like a more advanced vocabulary to like deal with those issues.
Well, what is it then?
Yeah,
What,
pretty
what
far
is,
deep in that
why
rabbit
are
hole
you
then.
doing that?
I don't know. I'm not obsessed with trying to figure out like what the societally acceptable label for my orientation is when I'm fucking masturbating. So I don't know what you'd call it. You'd probably say like I like to masturbate to the point of trans people.
Because you're dehumanizing them.
Who, me?
Have you done that, Destiny?
What?
Have you done that?
Probably at some point, maybe. I'm not particularly into masturbating to trans porn, but I'm sure there's been some I have.
I don't even know what's happening right now. Okay.
If you don't like it, just don't look at it, no? Is it that hard?
Yes.
No, the answer is yes. I know it. I know it.
Destiny, I got another question for you.
What's up?
So I'm curious about something. You said something the other day. I forget who you were talking to, but you said, "Oh yeah, the anti-white thing that Mr. Girl did. Was that interesting or what? What the hell?" He said all the same things that I say, but you call him a Nazi for it. What the hell, man?
Girl is a slur.
Yeah, is that dude, is that dude seriously on a redemption arc?
No.
Is that what he's going for? I don't know.
He's the worst he's ever been right
What?
now.
He
Mr.
did.
Girl?
No,
Mr. Girl
he's
is
spot on.
Mr. Girl is
He's been
based.
spot on with
Okay.
him.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's
No,
based.
Mr. Girl is a fucking like
100%.
dude, he's so ruled by his
Super
mental
based.
illness. It's hard to trust anything he fucking says.
Super based. Brittany, is it true that you're mad about trans porn because you clicked on a fucking profile and started looking at trans porn?
Wait, are you doing me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I freaked the fuck out. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't even know the porn was. You know what? I'm not doing this again. Okay.
Wait,
Didn't
where
know
were
there was.
you?
Wait, don't you literally have to click to like see
Yeah,
not
I
safe
didn't
for work
know.
pictures?
I click those things. I didn't know that there was even porn allowed on Twitter. I didn't
What do you
know
think
that.
it says when it says like
I don't know, I
warnings?
just click things all the time and nothing's ever
Okay.
come up like that. And all of a sudden I'm seeing Taj's dick.
She was-
hanging out.
Pop out her dick,
She
but
was trying to find the
regardless,
live leak videos on
regardless.
Twitter.
Wait, but regardless,
Nah,
you
you
can't
cut
get
out.
mad. You can't get mad at anybody but
Yes,
yourself.
I can. Why not?
Because it literally is all labeled. Like it is what
I
it is.
didn't say, hey, don't click on this because Taj's dick is gonna come out. I didn't see
It's
that.
literally a not safe for work profile, and it says
but
click
I
this if you want to.
click things all the time. I click things all the time, and I don't see.
That sounds like a
training
you.
dick.
That's a you problem.
No,
That's a you
What?
problem.
It might be a me problem now. I know, but I mean, I didn't know at the time.
That's fine, but you can't get mad at anybody else just because you
Yes,
can't
I
read
can.
the
Why
fucking
not?
disclaimers.
Why not? I feel like I can get pretty mad. And I am.
Okay, well.
To see a penis, it makes you mad?
A tranny penis, by the way. Okay.
Why a tranny penis?
Because it's not good. I just can't. I just can't.
Because it's not good.
If you
More
wanna-
ontologically.
if you're gonna be a woman, if you want to be a woman, go all the way. Why are you advertising the main thing that makes you a dude? You're not committed then. You're not committed to being a woman then.
Bottom surgery is really expensive. It can be
I
really
know,
traumatic.
okay,
You
well,
might not get good results. Like, there's a lot of reasons why people might not want to go through with the full bottom surgery.
And don't advertise your dick on Twitter, especially for free.
You're allowed to. It's literally the platform lets you do
I
it.
know, and that's a problem. I don't like that.
That's,
I don't like
I think
Well,
the
write a
problem
letter
here
to Jack or
ultimately comes
whoever's-
to gender roles. I think that if more gay men could just be gay men who dress feminine and not call themselves women, it would solve the issue. This is why I believe in gender abolition.
I didn't like any of it.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
Gender abolition? No,
Let
I
me-
like being
my,
a man.
My
no, thank you.
utopian
I don't
pipe
like
dream
any
is
kind of
valid.
abolition.
It's
Yeah.
not. Abolition sounds retarded. I like
Yeah,
being
I
a
don't
man.
like abolition in principle.
You don't believe in Jewish abolition?
Definitely.
Oh no! That's,
Please.
yeah, see, look, you gotta
Well-
press the button, huh? You gotta do it.
No, he believes
See?
in fat abolition, right, Meow?
No, I don't believe in the abolition of the
bro.
man. The Jew,
I believe in fat people.
I'm not gonna say much about that.
The Jew.
Abolition.
Like,
Empowered.
Range 5. Range 5. Shockwave. 5. Shockwave. Shockwave. Range 5.
Empower. Run away.
Range 5.
Run away.
Range 5.
Run away. Run away.
Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Watch way. Range 5. Range 5. Watch way. Range 5. Range 5. Watch wave.
Run away.
Range 5. Range 5. Watch way.
Run away.
Range 5. Range 5. Watch way. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Range
Run
5.
away.
Watch wave.
Run away.
Range 5. Range 5.
Empowered.
Range 5.
Empowered.
Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5.
Empowered.
Watch your step. Range 5. Range 5. Watch your step. Range 5. Watch your step. Range 5. Watch your step. Range 5. Range 5.
What do they do?
Shockwave. Range 5. Shockwave. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5. Shockwave. Shockwave. Range 5. Range 5. Range 5.
True. That's why I feel guilty as a healer when people don't take it.
Empowered.
Range 5. Range 5.
Empowered. Boss. Empowered.
Jesus. Oh.
Range 5.
Dude, why?
Range 5.
Do you guys know for Maiden if there's a split second where you don't get the Sacred Ground buff like forced on you?
4, 3, 2, 1. Range 5.
Oh my god, bro. For Sacred Ground, when it stacks on you, when it drops that fucking word shit. Is there a way when you drop it to not have it apply instantly? Or does it always? So I literally got it every single time and I just literally could not stop moving the entire fucking...
Four,
So
3, 2, 1.
feel like all of Kara's I feel like all of Karazhan's are cancer as fuck. Like, both lower and upper seem like if anybody doesn't know mechanic, it's fucking. I'm easily pulling in the low teens, 1,000 HPS, just trying to fucking keep it. It's like if anybody doesn't know how to, everyone needs to know how to avoid because one person doesn't. It's like fuck. It escalated. It won't change. It won't help. Yeah, it won't help. I'm carrying. Didn't help. Oh, bro. I actually hate this. Lower Kara is quite possibly the most cancerous fucking route. Mechanics. And it's just like, there's so many fucking Tweedledees and Tweedledums that are like, I'm gonna get creative. We're gonna do the fucking opera. Then we're gonna all wipe. And then we're gonna go down and do Huntsman. And then we're gonna go and do the back way to fucking Maiden. And then other ones are like, no, we're gonna go through opera. And then we're gonna go to Maiden. And then we're gonna backtrack all the way to Huntsman. And then we're gonna go to fucking Moros. Or we're gonna do Moros then Huntsman. And it's like, I just wish every fucking dumb tank would do the same shit. Because it's like, it's so annoying. Because, like, fuck for cooldown usage and shit like that. I can't fucking tell if, like, we want to do a big pull or not. I hate people. That's what it is. And I'm carrying. I hate people and I'm carrying. Don't do it. Nice. Best kind. Good talk. Well, I gotta go. I gotta jack one off while you're ranting. So sorry about that. I have a busy schedule. I gotta go wank one. BRB. I don't understand why people play Fall Guys. Doesn't seem fun at all. Like, yeah, maybe like Among Us. Yeah, maybe like Among type. Yeah, but can you even shit talk them? Then go to COD. Tell every 8-year-old on COD that you're fucking their mom behind their back and you're gonna be their new stepdad. That's the way to play. But like, if you're gonna go on Fall Guys and like type, like go to League. Typing is where League's at. Fucking Call of Duty's where the mics are at. Those are. You want to go fucking shit talk? Fucking Fall Guys ain't the spot. Fuck it. Fortnite's probably better to fucking like yell at kids. Dude, it's crazy that some of these like Jesus fuck, bro. That means